So hi guys, welcome back to my allotment plot diary. It's been a while and I feel like I always start my videos like this, but it's true. But I'm happy with the progress that I've made so far, to be fair. From the beginning, if you see my very first video, it was even somewhere else. But now I've situated myself here and I have, so I'm gonna go through each of the raised beds. It's not much growing, but you know, next season's gonna be greater as usual. So I've got some purple um, dwarf beans that are growing. Some of them I can harvest, some of them probably been burnt by the sun, so I'm gonna harvest what I can. I don't know, the plant that's going here kind of gives me tomato vibes, but I'm not too sure, so I'm just gonna leave it to grow and see what happens. Over here, you can see that this plot has not been as productive because I tried to grow Swiss chard and some spinach, but none of them came to fruition because of the hot weather. But that's okay because I can always start again, because as it gets cooler, I should be able to grow a bit more. But in the meantime, I do have 2 carrots that hopefully will grow and become green and luscious. In this bed is a lonely bell pepper. And I did try to grow some aubergine, but obviously it hasn't made it. But that's okay. I will try again earlier next season and hopefully we have some hot weather so it can actually grow really well. And over here you can see encroaching in the pepper space is butternut squash. So butternut squash, I have a story to tell you. I put 1 seed into the ground and look how it's trailed all over my raised beds. And here's another young one hidden in the mist. Imagine I went on holiday and I found these 2 young butternut squash, because really and truly I was aware of these 2 and I believe they're ready to harvest. The reason I know why is because when I tried to pierce the skin with my thumbnail, it didn't actually pierce that easily. The skin is actually quite lovely on camera. It's like a orangey tan color, and also the stem that is coming out is actually turned a bit brownish, so I know it's no longer receiving as much nutrition as it would do normally. So do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna harvest them and pray to God that they're actually ripe. But it looks like the butternut squash I would buy in store, not exactly, but this is what I'll kind of look out for. So I'm gonna harvest them and then in a few days make a recipe. In this bed I've just taken out all my onions, and I'm actually gonna put some more onions in, maybe not necessarily in this same bed, but I've got a bag full of onions that I'm gonna put in, and hopefully I'll be able to harvest it before it becomes really freezing cold. And my pride of joy, my tomatoes. Last year they looked so much more organized and beautiful, but I tried to grow a different variety. So you've got my cherry tomatoes that are actually quite big for cherry tomatoes, but I'm gonna harvest a few of those. And I really did attempt to grow like your average sized tomatoes, but unfortunately I suffered some rotting and some blight, maybe because yet again the spacing hasn't been that great. And also I did do a lot of pruning, aggressive pruning, just to like salvage what I could or grow like a healthy batch of tomatoes in terms of the regular sized ones, but it hasn't come to fruition. So I think I'm going to stick to cherry tomatoes more because I really did enjoy the harvest last year. And around the corner, my camera skills do not fail me now, it's a pumpkin that I grew. Look at how vibrant this color is. I kept on top of my canister because I didn't want to keep it on the ground and it get like rotten. So it is here. It looks good, doesn't it? And I need to watch another video from a really good YouTuber called Grow Veg, just to let me know when to, you know, harvest this, because that's the thing, when you grow something new or you haven't grown before, it's kind of hard to gauge when to harvest it. So yet again, I'm gonna like lean on knowledge and information that's out there to find out when. And so far, progress. This part I've cleared so that I can fit another raised bed in this space, but I'll do that in the next season from like, let's say February. And managed to clear all along here just to make it easier to walk through. And also I need to tackle the bush underneath my apple tree. This is the thing about having an apple tree. Once the apples fall, the weeds find it like an amazing opportunity to grow. So it's been a constant battle, but I think I am going to like cover it with some of my weed suppressant membrane and just nurture the apple tree as much as I can. It does a great job without me, but I believe I do need to cut it back so it can actually grow more healthily. And then here I've managed to clear a little bit, and there's a little random patch over there. So this is the task for next year. Oh, the camera can't even get the full shot. It looks a lot bigger than it is. Oh, it actually is big, I can't lie. But this is the job for next year, because the aim is that this time next year I will be able to walk through the whole allotment plot without tripping and falling and actually enjoy it in its entirety. I definitely want a shed in this space. So that's what I'm aiming for, really. To put a shed here and my hammock. Oh, my husband bought me a hammock years ago and we don't really have the garden space for it, and I would love to put it here and, you know, just chill and swing off a tree or off the fencing and just relax from time to time, because it's a really peaceful spot. But yeah, we're getting there, if anything. So this is the plot in 2023. And it looks really nice in that little corner, but you know, I'm gonna expand and make it worthwhile. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Ooh, as I carefully walk across. So tonight, what I plan to do is to do some weeding, harvesting of some tomatoes, and then I am going to sow some more seeds, because you know what? It's never too late. So I've watched a few videos and some websites that says that I can still plant some of my onion sets. I can still do some beans, peas, spinach, even some salad leaves if I have. So I have so much space, so it's like wasted space if I don't attempt to do another sowing, and I will leave it at that for the rest of the year and I'll be back. So yeah, watch this space. I'm gonna try and be more present on YouTube where I can, but it's just to document my journey, and it's been a good journey so far, so can't complain. So thanks for watching if you are, and yeah, see you soon.